Very good.
The beauty of the recording context, eh?
Yeah.
You don't stop in the middle of a show if you got to fucking drink your beer and, turn up your monitors or whatever.
No, you just play one-handed instead.
Yeah, which I'm down with that. Anyway.
Just as cool.
If not cooler.
Yeah.
I don't have that luxury.
Fight.
Doesn't even know the words to his own song.
Dude, I
just blanks.
yeah.
That's all right. We'll keep that.
Are we considering that a warm-up, or you just want to take it with no second verse?
Yeah,
That's rock and roll, man. It's what happens.
Yeah, bro.
So welcome back. We're live in the fridge again. We're here with Skinny Hobos, sounding fucking amazing.
Hello, thank you.
Yeah, swearing, it's fine. It's fine.
Okay, cool. This ain't a PG rated show.
So we thought we'd start off today by taking a look at your guys' rig. You guys are a really, really great two-piece. You've got a setup that kind of compensates for not having the extra backing of a bass player or any other guitarist. So why don't you take us through that?
Well, I mean, it starts from the 2 amps over there, which are not in shot right now, but I'm certain can be cut into shot with the magic of editing. But it's, you know, it's a bass amp and a guitar amp, and I kind of treat everything like it's a bass amp and a guitar amp. So I have separate pedal boards for each one. This is the guitar one, and it's all, you know, it's guitar effects. You got your, you know, overdrives and your stuff like that, and
Stuff like that. Fuck, you're concise.
yeah, you know. Yeah.
I feel like I could explain your rig better than you can.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I never know how like in depth to get. You know,
Man, just go
some
for
people
it.
aren't down with the science parts. You know,
You watch a lot of rig rundowns. You should know.
Well, I mean, so it starts at the micropog, which is where the bass tone comes from, and it conveniently has a wet out and a dry out. And the one thing that you'll know looking at this rig is it's kind of just come from things that I had. Like, it wasn't very scientifically planned out.
It's been very much a trial and error process.
Yeah,
just
man.
Trying out different arrangements.
And when we got started, like, it was just one guitar amp and that Pog 2 just to give it some girth. But as we grew, it turned into 2 guitar amps, and then it turned into a guitar amp and a bass amp, you know. But I plug in here, and it's you know, and the wet out is just sub-octave, and that runs through this pedal board. So there's a fuzz, you know, a compressor and an EQ, which I don't always use those two. It's mostly if I'm not playing through my bass head, you know, and another EQ, and because you can't have enough of them, and you know, delay or looper depending on the songs that we're doing. And then on the guitar side, like, you know, I use the Pog 2 as well. And that's, you know, that just kind of makes the sound a bit more girthy on the guitar end as well.
That's some of the heavy, thicker parts of the song.
Yeah, man, because, I mean, you know, actually, to be fair, in our earlier songs, it's kind of on the whole time. Because a lot of what we do is really just single string riffy. And so, like, I'm not just trying to make the bass sound big. You know, the guitar's got to sound big, too. And,
Are there any guitarists in particular that you sort of model the tone off of? I get it, kind of like Queens of the Stone Age vibes sometimes.
I'm definitely a huge fan of Queens of the Stone Age. But a lot of this has really just come out of the gear that I have and the sounds that I like from the gear that I have. You know, like there wasn't really, you know, one person or one band or anything that
you honed in on. You just built your own thing.
Yeah, you know, and you know, like. Yeah, it just came out like, oh, I like that sound. We'll use that. And
I mean, there are definitely a few bands that I guess the idea is modeled off. Think like Death From Above, 1979 is probably one of the better examples.
They're one of my favorite bands. But of course he plays bass through 2 bass amps, and he plays keys sometimes through his bass rig, which is awesome. It sounds exactly the same as his bass, which but you know, he can do more things with it. But
what you guys at home won't know is that for the first like year and a half of our existence, rehearsals were basically Alex playing around with a new pedal for half an hour, and me sitting around twiddling my thumbs going, am I going to play something? No? Okay, I'll just sit here and, I don't know, go on Facebook or something done.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, but I mean, that's what, you know, led to the sound developing the way it is. It wouldn't be what it was without the experimentation and that opportunity. Because it was great. He'd play with the pedal, find what he likes, and then we'd play a song and we'd be like, okay, this works, or it doesn't work, and we'll move on to something different.
It's always growing and changing, but I've settled into this rig for the better part of the last year or so. Like, I actually had a few more pedals on my board, which I took off when we flew down to the South Island at the beginning of last year. And
he was forced to downsize.
Yeah, well, just to save on weight, you know. And you know, and I found that I was, you know, this was working for me the way that it was. So I'm trying not to change it up too often, but I do have like this reverb here and this overdrive here those two slots are quite interchangeable.
Is that
So
one of the small TC?
no, that's a more, I got that for $25 online, secondhand, and it's I barely use it in our set. To be fair, like I use it when I loop things, and I want to put some reverb or wash out the loop or something afterwards.
Oh, cool.
But that same slot is sometimes a fuzz and sometimes a delay and sometimes a reverb, depending on my feeling. And this Marshall Shredmaster, best name ever. That's very often a Crowther hotcake. I got a double hotcake. It's amazing. I love it. It's one of my favorite pedals. But the Shredmaster works a little bit better for what I use that slot for. But apart, and then the graphic and the compressor come off sometimes. Like if we're traveling with my bass head, I don't need them because I use that for EQ and compression.
Yeah, definitely.
But so that slot is sometimes other pedals as well. But the foundation of it has been the same for the last year and a bit.
Awesome.
And I play the drums.
Bang, 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 yeah.
You got pedals too.
I have two pedals. I actually do have a third one. I have a double kick. I just don't use it for this band yet.
Yeah.
But I do have a double kick.
But sometimes when we want to go...
The black metal days.
Yeah, totally. I throw a blast in every here and there, just middle of merchant Tirau.
Yeah, bro.
So, well, how about we move into your guys' next song?
Yeah,
all right.
well.
Let's do
awesome.
that.
We're this is a new single. We haven't actually even released it yet, so
we will very soon.
Yeah, so I mean, unless you've seen it live, like this is gonna be the first time that you're gonna see it. So
yeah.
What's rugby?
What is this sports?
Are we making noise? You guys, you good? Yep.
Take a look around the block, it's going nothing to show. Little boxes all the same now in a row.
song always makes me sweat.
Me too.
Everything makes you sweat.
My butt crack is so wet right now.
Putting your guitar on makes you sweat.
Yeah, it actually does. That's the thing. Like,
When you put your guitar on, bush. Instantly.
How do you guys get your start, like sort of playing the way that you are now?
well, I mean,
We just kinda-
it just kind of happened. Yeah.
We just kind of played.
We had a jam after work one day, and it was actually just because I wanted to try out this new guitar and I wanted to play with a drummer while I did it.
That was solely the reason.
Yeah, and you know, and I'd been in another band, and actually, you know, Sam had been in other bands and stuff, and
Although I had just moved up to Auckland from Dunedin about
Yeah.
3 or 4 months prior, and so didn't have a band in Auckland.
you know, I'd been writing some other stuff on the side that was a bit different from the band that I was in, and it kind of became the precursor to Skinny Hobos, but it was a lot more metal actually at the time. I was trying to write a metal band thing, but you know, we still play 3 of the songs that we jammed the first time we ever played together. So I mean, they've grown and changed drastically since then. But
Yeah.
Which you would hope they would.
yeah, but I mean, like the whole kind of 2-piece, just, you know, the two of us, like, it was never really meant to be that, but at the same time, I'd kind of always wanted to be in a 2-piece, and the stuff that we were playing seemed to kind of suit that vibe, and we just never ended up adding anybody else to the band.
Yeah, and it just kind of worked with what you had.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean,
Yeah.
we work well together. It's easy to make decisions. It's easy to
Yeah.
organize things. So
Yeah, man, and you know, we can load it all into the van and just cruise around. Like, it gives us the opportunity to gig as much as we do. Like,
Yeah.
and we love that too. Like, you know, we've had heaps of bands telling us, you know, you don't want to play too much, you don't want to like oversaturate, and we're just like, nah, you know, we just want to play all the time. I don't care if it oversaturates, you know, and like, we haven't put out a record and we've been gigging for 2 and a bit years, so the only way that you can really hear our music apart from the singles is come see
Seeing
us
it live,
live.
yeah,
So
yeah.
might as well play a lot so that people have the opportunity to just, you know, see what we're all about.
things really like kicked off for us after Demon Energy Rock the Park last year.
Yeah.
That was the biggest gig we had played to that point by far.
Yeah.
Opening for She Had and Blacklist and Villainy, and now we got that through the Battle of the Bands. So thank you,
Yeah.
Demon Energy, and shout out to Andrew Featherston as well.
Yeah, because Paul Demon Energy CEO?
Paul Nolan, yeah.
He came along and he was like super complimentary about the stuff that we were doing, and
Yeah, really
Yeah.
enjoyed our sound. So we got
Yeah.
onto that gig. That was February last year, and
Yeah.
from there, the guys at the Rock saw us, heard the songs, and Merchant got onto the radio about 3 months after that. I think it was May that it came out on the radio.
Awesome.
yeah, I think so.
I think
There's a
so.
lot of videos up from that gig, isn't there? I think
Yeah.
I've seen those, yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
we got a videographer in to do some stuff. That
Yeah.
guy, that videographer, ended up doing all of our music videos as well.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, so that was kind of the first project he did for us. We put those on YouTube, and they got a bit of traction.
Yeah, man. Part 3 is coming out real soon. We just finished filming it like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Sick.
Be ready
Yeah.
in like a week or so, and that'll be
Yeah.
out within the next month. So that'll be. I'm looking forward to seeing the final copy of that.
Yeah.
The Rock the Park was like that was the kicker, and then from there, radio play after that. We toured the single, which was awesome.
Yeah.
Did our first South Island show, not first South Island
No,
shows, but
we-
first Christchurch and Dunedin
Yeah,
shows.
first like, you know, South Island tour, I guess.
Yeah.
'Cause we went down and played that Waikari Fest.
Waikari Fest, which is a great little festival in the Waikiki
Yeah.
Valley, which is just out of Alexandra.
It's like, it's super DIY, like, you know,
Yeah.
one guy kind of puts it on with helps of his friend Andy. Shout out to Andy.
Andy P, shout out.
Andy P. He's a fucking wicked guitar player.
Oh my god, he's amazing.
But
I still
yeah.
want to bring him on tour with us one day.
They just got like one of those truck like stages in this like valley and all
On a
kinds
farm.
Of, yeah, on a farm,
Oh, wow.
and every different kind of music that you can think of. It runs over a couple days, and you know, that was actually the first festival that we'd done. We were barely a band at that point.
Neil Stock.
Yeah, we're Merchant of Tirau comes
That
from.
was the first. Actually, Kelly from Free FM asked me where the Merchant of Tito came from, and I was like, well, it comes from Neil Stock, which was again on a farm just
Yeah.
out of Tito. Yeah.
Kiwis love the farm gig.
Yeah, that was a classic one because the night before that gig, I was actually touring with another band in New Plymouth. I'd driven up and got dropped off in Tito, where this guy came and picked me up. We played that festival, drove back to Auckland,
Yeah.
broke down on the way.
Yeah, my
like in
car
the-
exploded.
Yeah, in the Bombay.
Straight up.
Like 40 minutes out of Auckland. We had to
Yeah.
be at the gig in like 20 minutes, and we're like,
because what you didn't mention, because we also played a gig in Auckland that night.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I was getting there.
Yeah, sorry.
No, that's all right.
There you go.
So yeah, we did Tito, got halfway to Auckland, the car broke down, got to Auckland, played another show at Backbeat at Skinny Hobos.
We literally walked in the door as we were supposed to go on stage. We loaded all of our gear on stage, played like a reduced set because we were late, and left the second we were done. Loaded straight back out. And then this bastard was playing a gig with the band that he was on tour with, Live Like Lions, across the road at Wine Cellar.
Yeah.
So it was three gigs in a day.
Yeah, I played 4 gigs in the space of 24 hours.
Yeah.
It was awesome. It was fucking stressful though.
Yeah. Shout out to Sam's dad, Paul Holden.
Oh my god, yeah, he.
I couldn't park my car in the city because it was dying. I'm talking. I had to keep it above 2,000 RPM.
No, it was below 2 and above 3. You couldn't be between 2 and 3.
Pretty much, yeah. Or the car would just shake violently. Like it was fucked.
Which means we were driving back to Auckland in like 3rd gear the whole way or something.
And just trying not to slow down or speed up, basically.
It's like the movie Speed.
Pretty much, exactly.
But minus the bus and the bomb.
Managed to get it back to my house, which was at the time I was living in Auckland City, and so Paul, Sam's dad, came and picked us up and all of our gear and brought us to the gig. So, cheers.
Yeah, that was one of the most hectic 24-hour periods that I think we've ever been a part of.
Yeah, man. Yeah. And we'd been a gigging band for 2 or 3 months at this point.
Yeah, that was early days, but that kind of, I think that really sort of set the tone for what we've started doing, because it's just like, well, if anything happens, we still got to play the gig,
Yeah.
A gig is a gig is a gig, and you got to get there.
And sadly, my car never recovered.
Yeah. R.I.P. Lignum.
Yeah, it was a good car.
Yeah, that's actually that doesn't quite compare to the Australia weekend we had a couple of months ago, but that's another story. I got 20 hours sleep over 5 nights. It was awesome.
Yeah.
Wow.
We talk a lot. You can just tell us to shut up if you want.
So you've got plenty of stuff to edit out later. Okay, so we're going to kick off with our second single, Jokers and Fools, which the video for which is on YouTube as well. And that will go straight into a song that's unreleased, but is our favourite song, called 789.
Awesome. And just massive shout out to Quinn the Human, who are a band from Auckland, are great mates of ours because they have been in both of our videos that we've released so far. Chris, the singer from Quinn the Human, was the main actor in the Jokers video, and it was one of those things like, we got him along to cameo because he was in the last one, and it ended up being entirely about him because he was so good. Like, who knew? His acting chops are like, he could be a fucking actor, for real.
We ended up developing his style of acting. We call it meth acting.
Yeah, meth acting. Yeah.
Well, the first video was great because he was supposed to play a drunk hobo, so he bought a bottle of vodka in a paper bag. And within an hour, the bottle was gone.
Yeah. I was going to say, did he turn up with his own? Or what?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. Like, that was
the
his
thing is,
prop.
he was taking swigs from it, on camera. But, what you didn't really kind of think about it because we were shooting for so long. The whole bottle was gone at the end. He's, sitting in the corner, passed out and shit. It was amazing. And he just accidentally got wasted.
But he didn't even notice he was wasted until the whole thing was done.
Yeah, and then he was like, oh, fuck. Thank God his missus was there to take him home.
Sweet. Yeah. We'll launch into the next couple songs.
All right, let's play some tunes.
You're going to need to get a new one of these, by the way. I've been slobbering all over it.
Are you having fun in the corner there?
You can, we can clone a lot of musicians off of the DNA on all these pop filters. Good.
Thank you.
I'm going to do a little bit of a thing. You're on your phone, he knows I'm going to be a while.
ground below. And I'm terrified, pantomime was on the radio. Jokers and fools, yeah, they break all the rules. With no gods left to show. Fools like me, yeah, they'll always sing a way to steal the show. Oh, baby, won't you stand alone? Yeah, you gotta sing this song with Hey man, you're not the gun in your hands, but why you standing around? Whoa, no. We'll turn about face and yeah, get back in the race. Well, you know you're as good as dead anyway. Oh, baby, won't you stand alone? Yeah, you gotta sing this song with me. Yeah, as you're running away, I'm gonna love you no matter what. Say, oh yeah. Baby, won't you stand alone with me? Yeah, you gotta sing this song with me. Yeah, as you're running away, I'm gonna love you no matter what. I said no matter what you say. No matter what you say. No matter what you say. you look at my face, you know what I'm thinking about now. Take stock of another charade, you know. Well, that you never listening, yeah, that you'll never lose again. Was I said, you know, you better listen up now. It's up and down the familiar place. Guess yeah. Take stock of another show. Yes, well, that you never listening, and that you'll never lose again. Well, now you'll never. Well, that you never listening, and that you'll never lose again. Well, now you'll never.
You rocked out so hard you lost your microphone there, bud.
I got so close to fixing it as well.
Yeah, I saw you and his dedication.
Oh, fucking hell, my cymbals are rusting
I
now.
also rocked my hat off.
We rock so hard we lose clothing.
Anything else you want to say as a sort of sign off? Any famous last words?
No.
I was gonna say we could have like left the silence and then just that'd be the end of the
I
video.
was gonna say, just be homosexual.
Yep. I like that.
Be
That'll be the-
homosexual.